Hi folks, again Jack Barry. Today we're going to talk about why you need a buyer agent when purchasing a home. Recently we've had two clients look at property. They just happen to be new construction, but this is for any property. And one of them asked, why do they need an agent to represent them when the seller had an agent, and this particular client thought that they could get a better deal, a better negotiating position if they didn't bring another agent into the deal. What they fail to realize, two very important things. One, the listing agent has a contract with the seller for whatever the amount is, 6%, 7%, 8% of the sale price, and that is not going to change if they get both sides of the deal, which is called dual agency. There is no negotiating position for a buyer to get because you're not having an agent. And having an agent doesn't cost you any money, so it makes no sense why you wouldn't. The second and more important, to me, the more important issue here is that in a dual agency situation, the seller's agent has no fiduciary responsibility to the buyer. They can only have fiduciary responsibility to one person, and that is the first person they meet, which is the seller. So your finances and whatever your negotiating position might be, do not have to be kept from the seller. So you're in a disadvantage from price and from whatever your negotiating power is. Because sometimes price isn't the only thing that gets a deal done. Sometimes it's the closing date, sometimes it's the actual financing, sometimes it's repairs that have to be done. But none of that stuff, none of those issues are kept confidential in a dual agency situation. So there's really no reason for you not to get a buyer's agent. It doesn't cost you any money, and you'll be protected from a fiduciary response, from a financial standpoint, and also from a negotiating standpoint. So find an agent before you go looking at these properties, and you need to have an agent before you go looking at the properties. A lot of the new construction, they're not realtors. They have what's called a developer's license. And when you go in and sign the book, you're actually signing up with them to represent you. So be very careful about this. Find an agent. Go on the internet. Look for the best agent in Philadelphia or whatever it is, however you look. Or you could just call me at jack@jackbarrygroup.com. Have a great day.